I don't know.
That's how Daniel and I look when we watch the Chelsea games.
Yes, we look so intense and so intently at our screens because I don't know, we just want to burn our eyes out sometimes. Though.
Actually, that's how I look when I'm watching the thing that I'm watching instead of watching the Chelsea game, because the Chelsea games are infinitely boring now.
Yes, they are. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Red, the White, and the Blues podcast. I'm Daniel, he is Jason, and we are reveling in Chelsea making it to the next round of the Conference League. Yay, Chelsea!
Yeah, I played a drinking game every time we passed back laterally, and I apparently can hold my liquor pretty well. That was a lot of shots.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Well, if I came to the podcast like drunk,
you'd be
off
blacked
my
out.
ass.
Yeah, you'd be blacked out. I mean, if you just picked one player, like say you picked Dewsbury Hall this match, you'd be blackout. You'd still be blackout drunk. It didn't matter.
If you play a drinking game for how many shots will we get, you're not going to get that many. You're not going to get that much alcohol. If you play a drinking game for how many shots on target, you definitely won't get a drink.
Yeah, you won't be drunk at all. Yeah, somehow we win 1-0. Dewsbury fumbled and stumbled his way to a goal somehow. The crazy. I did see somebody on X post, this is the most amazing goal I've ever seen, Chelsea goal of the season. I'm like, excuse me?
Of course, it's the guy we shit on. Literally.
Yeah, I know. It's true. That's true.
We literally named him after how shit he is.
Yeah, I know. We did. And then he scored. But to be fair, we didn't need the goal to make it through, Jason. We keep a clean sheet.
Hey, I've got a crazy stat for you.
All right, lay it on me.
We have kept a clean sheet in 3 of the last 4 games.
That's probably the most impressive stat of the season for Chelsea so far.
I think it's definitely our highest concentration of clean sheets all season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was craziness. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's gonna end Sunday. That's all I'll say. It'll end then. But I'll run a clean sheet.
Last week, I don't think we had gotten 2 clean sheets in a row. So, no. This week makes it 2 clean sheets in a row. So this is the first time all season that we've had 2 clean sheets in a row.
By 2 different goalkeepers too, nonetheless.
Oh my God. The first half of this was somehow worse than the first half of the first leg. And that makes an entire half of football where Chelsea didn't, or an entire game of football across the 2 legs where Chelsea did nothing. They absolutely did nothing.
A shot on target. We did have a corner in the first half this time. Unlike it took us like the 90th minute last week when we played them.
And it wasn't even our corner. That was the first corner of last game.
That's true. It was, I don't know. I don't want to.
It's hard because you don't want to hate on.
What is there to say? Yeah, what is there to say? We won. We're through. I don't know.
I will say this. I was trying to think of positives, right?
Yeah.
Like the overwhelming negative is we have no build-up play. We have our defense can't be trusted. Our goalkeepers can't be trusted. Our passing abilities are horrible. We got no creativity, right? Like that. Yep. That was on full display in the first half. We cannot break a team like this down. We have to be able to have some sort of transition play. And we don't have it. We can't break. We can't distribute the ball well, whatever. All that to say, the positive I will take away from this game, because the goal, kudos to Dudu for staying with the ball. But a million things had to go right for that goal to go.
It really did.
And they went right. So, I mean, luck is on our side. But we saw the game out. We did enough. Now, granted, it shouldn't take as much energy as it takes us to do this against a team like Copenhagen. Not saying that they're like that bad of a team. They brought a lot of energy and they knew exactly the game plan to take us down. So kudos to them because we literally have no game plan moving forward when we play teams. But I will just say the one positive I took away watching us was we seemed dedicated to trying to not get them to score. And I can't always say that about this team.
No.
And so that is the small, and they did win. So those two things. Now, granted, the would-be maybe fourth place team, possibly by the end of the season,
should
be doing way more than what we are doing to get these wins, but they saw it out, and that's where I'll leave it. I won't go on a rant about literally everything I ranted to Daniel about in our text. I went for a walk at halftime because I was so sick of watching.
He had to cool off.
Yes.
Man.
So the weather is really nice where I am, but
it is.
Yeah, in general, I think that our performance across these two legs was really poor, and I think we should be doing a lot better in this competition. Yeah. Especially when you're watching Tottenham and Man U win in the Europa League.
Speaking of that, I do believe because they both won today and went through, I do believe that means we get 5 spots in the Champions League next year. I believe it is in stone now since they both went through.
Yes. That helps us, even though the Premier League is very crowded in those 4th and 5th right now.
It is. It is very crowded. Yes, I was in a Twitter spat when I missed your text message about Copenhagen and how great they were last year, and they drew Bayern Munich and they lost to United, and how we should have taken them seriously, all because I tweeted out, I'm pissed that we have to bring on Palmer and Cucurella at halftime. This shouldn't happen. And that started the whole, we shouldn't have to bring Palmer and Cucurella on to beat Copenhagen. Like, it shouldn't have to happen. We play freaking Arsenal on Sunday. I don't want Cucurella and Palmer having to come into this match, risk injury possibly, whatever, just so we can go on. Like, it shouldn't have to happen. But apparently because they drew last year with Bayern Munich with the great Thomas Tuchel, as the guy put it, we should respect them more.
Actually, he would leave way before the season was over.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, look, we can't talk about last year. What has their team done this year? Yeah, they're second in the Danish league. So, but we should still not struggle this much. But it's not, and this is the thing, it's not Copenhagen that we struggle against. It's a low block we struggle with. It doesn't matter who plays the freaking low block, whether it's Leicester, whether it's Copenhagen, whether it's whoever the hell we play next in the Conference League.
Whether it's Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton.
Whether it's Ipswich or whether it's Brighton, because
Liverpool.
They kicked our asses.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's not the teams that we struggle against. It's the formations we struggle against. And the fact that we can't figure it out this far into the season is what pisses me off more than anything. It's like we shouldn't struggle against a team like Copenhagen because we should have a game plan about how to break down Poppet's back. Like, this isn't rocket science, but apparently it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. We have one note that we strum the entire game, and that's what you're speaking to. We literally do the same thing, no matter what the other team's formation is, no matter what they're doing. We just strum that note, and we got to get this entire half of I'll say half. In 2025, we've had to rely on most of the games. We've had to rely on some fluke goal or some brilliant goal that came out of nothing.
Yep.
Because we're not building the goals. We're not building up to them. Every now and then we have a little bit of play that goes well if the players pass the ball correctly. But we can't even depend on them to pass. So I mean, I don't want to be overly negative. We don't try to be overly negative on here. We call it realism because I do think we're probably the most realistic podcast that no one listens to.
That's true.
I think I think we'd be remiss to say that we take all the teams seriously, and I think we're in a position where our defense doesn't allow us to slack off. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about us not taking Copenhagen seriously, to echo what you were saying. It literally is, we have no answers for how teams are lining up against us. And if somebody can't see that, then it has nothing to do with Copenhagen. It literally go watch since December and watch how we did this. Daniel was even saying, when we come up against teams that are putting us against or using the low block, that's when we'll see the true Chelsea. And you are absolutely right. And all teams have had to do is come out and defend and break. And we can't do either of those things.
No, we can't break.
That would be the way for us to break up the low blocks.
Yeah.
And we can't do either of them.
No.
So
I mean, like, look, if you're an Arsenal fan and for some random reason you're listening to this podcast right now, just play 5 at the back against us. We can't score, and then y'all just break, and y'all will score because y'all are better going forward than we are. So, yeah, y'all will probably beat a 7-0 playing a low block. Just saying. That's the blueprint to beat. I fully don't expect us to win this weekend either. But
I'm really nervous about this game this weekend.
Who knows? But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's the damn low block. And I'm just tired of it because and that's the thing. It's like, it's not that Maresca plays boring football. It's that we're being forced to play boring football because teams are just figuring us out and we're playing against a low block and we have no creativity to break down said low block to get them out of that low block to where they actually have to play us and come out and attack us or press us or do something different because they know they can just sit there in a block and hit us on the counter all match, and they're gonna have chances because we're gonna give them to them. And why would, like, that's the thing, Copenhagen was losing and they're still sitting at 5 at the back. Like, they still were sitting back, and it's like because they knew they could still create chances. They didn't have to come out and do anything else. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
They almost catch one there at the very end.
Yeah, they did. And it's
all teams have to do. They know they sit back, and if they press us a little bit, we'll give the ball away. We're going to give the ball away. 100 times in a match. All they have to do is be on the end of that. Our midfield will be wide open. I know we were praising Caicedo earlier on one of the episodes. Like, I'm not saying Caicedo isn't great. I'm just saying, like, somebody can find space in the middle. Like, usually our channels break down all the time. We can't. We just are not present in the game for most of the time, and we can't pass the ball. We will give it away. They can easily break through us. We are horrible in transition. We're lazy. Like, we do not run. Like somebody will lay off a pass and then they'll run. It's just like they learned how to do that in training, and that's just what they decide to do. They just are like, oh, I'll kick it to that guy, and then it'll come to me. And that's just not how it's working. Like, you got to build it up, man. Like, build something. Like, create situations that will allow us to make good passes. Actually, make a good pass.
Make a good pass.
Like, how many times the passes go wayward? How many times we kick it to the other team? How many times we're not on the end of it? How many times they did not run? Like, there's a shot that came in and nobody ran into the box.
Yeah.
Like, their goalkeeper was fumbling a few things. Could have got on the end of something. There was a chance to break, and then everybody slowed down and slowed it down. And I'm not saying, like, there aren't times when you don't strategize that, because we're obviously trying to slow the game down. And that's literally the one thing that I think we did well after the goal was just to slow the game down and not let it have a rhythm. And we did that really well. I would still rather just be the team that is confident going forward, and we don't do any of that. And we are so open in every other aspect of the game that, teams absolutely believe they can come at us. And it's just annoying. It's annoying to watch. And I'm getting frustrated, and I am really worried about Sunday.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like, we never really threatened for the second goal. Like there was a couple of times we did have shots and the goalkeeper fumbled it. Like I said, nobody ran to the box to try and get it. There was a break we had. I know you text me and I was screaming too. Is that Dewsbury Hall passed it out to the wing and then just stopped running instead of making the run into the box and at least drawing a defender away. He just stops and doesn't continue his run. Yeah.
It's you would think he'd be confident. Just go.
Yeah. Just go. Just keep running. Don't stop. And he stopped. And it's like our transition is terrible. It is what it is at this point. Look, all we got to do is scrape fifth somehow now out of this when there's like a log jam right there at third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, probably eighth. I don't even know. I haven't looked at the table. I know Newcastle City, us, Forest are all bottlenecked right there together. So it is what it is. But
so we're so bummed to have gone on to the quarterfinals of the Conference League that I think we should just be doing better and we should have confidence going forward. I think any one of those teams can beat us, and we're probably going to be a Champions League team next year, possibly. There's a big chance if we want to be. Yeah. And we are struggling against Conference League sides.
Yep. Wow. It is what it is. At this
point, that product placement for Whataburger.
Oh, for Whataburger, yeah. And we need some sponsorship for this. But yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to say. Who are we playing? I don't even know who we're playing next week or next in the Conference League.
Oh, next in the conference. Oh, it was whoever won that one game. I can't remember.
Yeah, that one game. Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it.
I don't really care at this point, Tom. It is what it is.
I don't think it had been fully decided when we probably got on. My computer can barely handle more than one task. I'm amazed that I'm on this podcast with you right now, Daniel.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, we'll see. We haven't done. I mean, we've won 4 matches in a row. Yes. None of them have been pretty. So it's like, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know.
Man, that game's still going. It's in the because it
they're tied
3 aggregate. So yeah, it's still going. It's in the 103rd minute right now.
Okay.
Between Warsaw and Molde.
Well, I think So whenever we play in April sometime. I don't remember. I think the 10th and 17th or something like that is when the next 2 matches are. So it is what it is. So on to Arsenal the weekend. I mean, look, they got to rest a bunch of their players yesterday because they freaking slaughtered PSV in the first round of the first leg of the Champions League, like 7-1. So a lot of their players didn't play. I don't know. This is going to be not a fun game, I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm nervous about it. For sure.
I am too. And
what is there to say? They don't have Kai Havertz up top. That gives us a chance.
It's a chance. They're saying Saka's still going to be out, so that's good. Jesus is out. Havertz, of course, is out. I mean, they drew their last. So technically, they have 2 points from their last 3 Premier League matches. They drew United, drew Forest, and lost to West Ham.
That's not good for us. That means they'll win this handedly.
Yeah, probably. So technically, we're on better form than them right now, but that doesn't say much.
My only concern is we can't score.
Yeah.
We're gonna have trouble scoring. If it's an open game, then we probably won't. Well, I mean, we still will, but we'll have more chances. But our goals have dried up outside of the Southampton game. We have scored. I'm just gonna go back all the way. Oh wow. Okay. I'm literally just gonna go back.
Are you looking at the history of the fixture?
I'm looking at our scores that we scored from the beginning of the year.
When do you want to take a gander at when the last time was we beat Arsenal?
Oh, dude, it's probably been years and years. or a couple years. It's probably been 6 matches.
2021. We have not beaten Arsenal since 2021.
Wow. That's insane.
And I mean, we lost last year 5-0 to them in the Premier League after drawing them in the first match.
Man.
So, yeah,
I'm
this is
barely goals. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. We've scored 14 goals since January, and 4 of those came in one game. Or since the beginning of the year, and 4 of those came in one game.
Hey, but Jadon Sancho's on the right track now, Jason, because he had his first shot on target since Boxing Day today. What a stat, man.
Yeah, that is 14 goals in 9 games. So it's above 1 a game, but only because of the Southampton.
Yeah, only because of Southampton. Yeah, the goals have dried up. It's not pretty. They have a great defense. Pretty sure
We're basically on a goal a game. We're literally on a goal a game.
Yeah.
So I don't see much reason to think we're going to get more than 1, and Arsenal can.
Especially against the best defense in the league. Like, the team has given up the least amount of goals in the Premier League.
Yeah. And I would normally say Chelsea has been up for bigger games like this, but
not recently.
I can't even say that right now. So, yeah.
Well, I think again we have
for a while.
But I think against the top clubs this season, we haven't done good. We lost to Liverpool.
Right.
Did we lose to Nottingham Forest, or we draw Nottingham Forest earlier in the year? I don't remember. We've lost to City twice. I don't remember what we did.
Nottingham Forest. Lost
Drew Nottingham Forest. Yeah.
Drew Arsenal the first time. Lost to Pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lost to Brighton, who were right there on our.
Beat Tottenham by a goal. Lost to Brighton. Yeah. Back-to-back. One was the FA Cup.
Yep. So it is what it is, man. At this point, I don't know. I'll watch the match. I don't have high expectations for the match. If we win, I will cheer. If we lose, I'll say, well, that's what I was expecting to happen. So I don't have any expectations for the match whatsoever. So I don't know. You just want to predict the match and just get it over with?
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Do we want to bring in our special guest to predict the match?
Yeah, the special guest is already predicted.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to
I don't know what you want to introduce.
You introduce him. He's your friend.
Hey, so I've been talking to my friend Alex, because that's what they wanted to be named. I've been plugging in stats to AI just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And I gave Alex all of Daniel and I predictions and asked if they wanted to join, and they said yes. And I asked AI if they wanted to be named something, and they initially just wanted to be named something like Bot or something. And I was like, no, you need to pick a human name. And I did this on ChatGPT and Claude, which is through Anthropic, another AI system. And they both, they both gave like some menial, like kind of computery name, nothing major, just like, kind of like a chatbot,
Yeah.
And I asked both of them what they want to be called, and I said, no, a more human name, and they literally both said Alex, which freaked me out.
Yeah, that's
so because it's Dan and Jay, then we'll also call Alex Al.
Yeah.
So Al will be joining us
for the rest
of the season.
Yeah.
And we will. Yeah, I don't know how we add Al in.
We'll just start out.
We'll just do it after. We'll do
Yeah.
ours, then we'll do after, and I'll let you
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah.
promise not to let Al scores influence me in any way. But Al will now be a part of this. So if you hear us reference Al, Al is our friend who can churn through data better than we can. And I'm giving it data from FBref because you can find tables and tables and tables of data there. So I am plugging in what I think is worth plugging in. So maybe there is a slight human element. I try to give it as much as I can, but I can't give it everything. So I try to give it enough to form an opinion, and then hopefully we'll get better as time goes by. But it'll be me, Daniel, versus Al. Al does not have that much catching up to do, actually, because I think Daniel and I are both sitting on 3. So there are still plenty of chances for Al to catch up to us in the thing. And I have not told Al that Al will get the rubber duck. Daniel and I play for a rubber duck every season. So I'll see what Al the bot says about this.
Oh man, so, yeah. What a time to be alive.
It's wild.
You know, what a time to be alive. I was trying to find. I saw it the other day. I must not have saved the tweets, but I think we have 10 Premier League matches left, so possible of 30 points. And I think I believe that the total we need is 21 to sort of historically speaking, 21 would get you top 4.
Wow,
I believe is what it is. So
we need 21 from 30.
Yeah, because that would give us 70. No, so we need 20. 72 is historically top 4.
Yeah, we're at 49, so we would need 21. You're right.
So no, that still wouldn't be right. Wait, no, we need 23. Right?
Oh, to be over 7. If we just
be
get
72.
72. Need, oh, you're right.
Yes, the 73. So we need 20. 72 is historically gets you top 4. So we need 23 from the last 30. Theoretically, to get that.
To get top 4, but we only need top 5.
True. We only need top 5. So you're looking between 7. You're looking somewhere between. We need 21 points, between 21 and 23 points.
Yeah.
The rest of this season. So we have. Let's see. So we have Arsenal, Tottenham, Brentford, Ipswich, Fulham, Everton, Poole, Newcastle, United, and Nottingham Forest left.
Calling it right now. This ain't happening.
So you look at it like you would think you can go through here and say Brentford, Ipswich, Fulham, Everton would be 12 points.
These days.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We lost to Fulham, we lost to Ipswich when we drew with Everton earlier in the season. So can you really count those games now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're probably going to lose to Poole, you're probably going to lose to Arsenal. So that's 2 losses. Newcastle's in good form right now. United's our bogey. We suck against United these days. So
no telling what's going to happen in the Tottenham match.
Yeah, exactly. Tottenham. It's a derby, so who knows? And then we play Forest last match of the season with maybe everything on the line.
That's crazy.
It's gonna. I mean, 23 points out of that is tough. Even if you're counting the 12.
Yeah.
Wins for sure. Those 12 points. If you count those 4 wins, I mean, you still need, 9 more points.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Or 6 or 7, 8, whatever it is. Yeah.
I'm going to call it now. This isn't. We'll see what happens in the Arsenal. I was going to take it one game at a time, but if I was a betting man, I would bet against us. And that sounds horrible. You need to put some data into old Al about historic Premier League and see what Al says if we finish top. I'll run everything we said by Al after this and see what Al thinks about all this.
Yeah, see what Al thinks about this. I'd be interested to. Oh no, that's Monday. Sorry, I thought we had to get a wheel together real quick, but that's Monday.
Oh no. Yeah,
Monday's
Monday's wheel day.
Monday.
Man, I can't wait. I need a break. I need a
Yeah.
break from this damn team.
Monday is will day.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's, I guess, just make our predictions. Let's just do this.
I'm ready.
All right. See if I'm debating between two scores.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with this one. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. 2-1 Arsenal.
1-1.
You're going 1-1. All right, I'm going
Yep.
2-1 Arsenal. I think we lose.
Okay. Do you want to hear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
No,
Al's
that makes
prediction?
sense. That makes sense. I'm hoping for a draw, so I'm predicting with my heart.
Okay.
And I don't think we can score more than one.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is, if I want to draw, I don't think it'll be a 0-0 draw.
No.
I think either we're going to get lucky and score early, and then we'll let in an Arsenal goal. I think that's what happened last time.
Yeah.
Or we'll chase it, and then we'll get lucky. And so that's what I'm hoping for. So
yeah. I think 2-1. Like you said, I don't think we can score more than one goal in a match.
Yeah.
And at this point in time in the season, against the best defensive team in the Premier League, and for some reason, I just think Arsenal will nick 2 on us because our defense is so bad. Not that I think their attack is that great.
No,
I just think our defense is that bad.
Yeah,
So,
and I
can
totally see us losing 3-1, 4-1, something.
Yeah,
you know.
It's at wherever the hell they play. Emirates. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well, I can reveal Al.
All right, what did Al predict?
I'm gonna do a little bit like maybe next time I'll wait until we've predicted, and then I'll do a little bit of lead up. But
there you go.
Al, since we're just now getting to know Al, I'll jump the gun a little bit. I already know the prediction, but Al has predicted the same as you. 2-1 Arsenal.
Let's see if me and old Al get it right this time.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I don't know. I almost predicted 3-1 just to be fair, but then I thought, well, they have a lot of injuries up front, so
yeah.
But
yeah, you and Al on the same page. If I was a betting man, I'd bet y'all are going to be right. But I mean,
1-1's a fair score.
With my heart here.
It's fair. I mean, I would rather 1-1 because it means we at least get a point from the match. I would much rather us nick a point.
That would be awesome.
But you know, I mean, much happier with 3, and then I can rub it in their faces if they lost to a shit Chelsea team. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is at this point. So, all right. I guess anything else you want to add, Jason, to this rambling episode?
No, man. I'll save it for Monday. I have a feeling I'm going to be mad on Monday.
Yeah, Monday might be a fun episode. Y'all tune in Monday night because it will be. It could be a Donnybrook. I mean,
not fun for us.
Either way, it's going to be a fun podcast because if we won, we're going to have a lot of shit to talk, and if we lose, we're still going to have a lot of shit to talk.
So, yeah, if we win, I'm going to go buy some special drinks and snacks, and I'm going to celebrate on the pod.
Most definitely. We'll have a live celebration on the podcast on Monday night.
We'll crack them.
We'll crack them open. We'll guzzle them down, and we'll be drunk by the end of it, maybe, and make for an entertaining episode.
It'll be amazing. We'll have a drunk along.
A drunk along. We should do that one year or one episode. We should just have a live stream where we just get wasted on it, and that's like the whole premise of it. Just whatever. So
I'm okay with this. I'm down.
Yeah. All right. Tell these people where they can find us, Jason.
Yo, we're on X. We're on Instagram. We're on Substack. Daniel writes amazing things on all 3. Read our match reviews on Substack, and see nothing on Instagram. And get into a B4 with Daniel on X. We made it easy for you. Oh, our banner's not on the bottom.
It's not. Oh, well. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Wait. Hold on.
Anyway, Daniel will tell you how you can. Oh, there we go.
No, still didn't fix it.
Daniel's live changing.
Oh, well, still didn't fix it.
We'll fix it later. But anyway, you can find us on all the things at Red White Blues FC.
That is right. We are There it goes. Put it up there.
There it
Right there.
goes.
Red White Blues FC. We're there. We are also on Spotify and Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast at these days. And we are going to, be there. We're also on YouTube. And like,
Where you can
subscribe,
see the
follow.
handle.
Yeah, where you can see the handle because it's down there. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever the hell you want to do these days on YouTube. And until next time, we'll catch you guys and gals on the flip side.
I'm scared. Flippity floppity.